I think there are certain scholars, even in Pakistan, right, who had mentioned something about this. Let me approach it slightly different, and I think I've answered this in one of your videos, in fact. Okay, and I won't try to repeat myself, but I just want to keep it very short. I'm an economist. I'm not an Islamic economist. I'm a conventional economist. I took a master's in applied economics from NUS. I've been an economist for many years itself. Okay, in the conventional world itself, today we are already when I say we is conventional economists, we are already debating the sustainability of our current monetary system, which is based on leverage and interest. Can you imagine that non-Muslims are doubting whether this monetary system that we have, which is based on interest and leverage, is actually harmful to the overall, not only to environment, but the overall workings of the global economy. And yet, we have Muslims who are now at the level whereby interest is not riba. You know, Allah in His majesty and knowledge knows things which we do not know. And He knows the repercussion of interest. And that's where that video which I had the last time, which clearly explains interest is not, an economy which is based on interest is not sustainable. An economy which is based on interest will eventually collapse. And how can Islam basically allow for an economy which eventually will collapse by saying interest is okay? Allah will never allow that. Yeah. And that's why people sometimes say, hey, 1% interest won't hurt anybody lah. You know, 20%, I understand money lenders should be haram, but banks 1%. Fact of the matter, when Allah haramkan alcohol, did Allah say you can take 0.1 milligram, you can take 1 milligram of alcohol, but you cannot take 10 you can take 10 I don't know, I don't even know how to calculate alcohol. You cannot take 100 milligrams, or it's okay to take a small little sip of wine. It's good for your heart anyway, but it's not good to take 4 bottles of wine. You know, some people take 4 bottles of alcohol, and I think they're still okay. They still stand, and nothing happens to them. Correct? Some people just take a little bit. How do you differentiate? How do you differentiate where that line is, which makes alcohol in terms of quantity halal and haram? You cannot. And it's the same with interest. You cannot tell me that 16% interest is prohibitive. Why? Because in Indonesia, interests are all 16%. And that's how the economy works. And you cannot tell me that 1% is okay, because in certain countries, 1% is not okay. You know, that's the way. So Allah says blanket. It's like alcohol. Blanket cannot.